who has fixed assets or fixed facility. He's raking money. If you calculate how much money he's making, like all these 조선족들, they're doing all the dirty work and they can pay really little money. That's what I was creating. By the way, they're not Chinese, Korean Chinese, or Chinese Korean. Yeonbyeon Prefecture is a self-governed district, and they refuse to be Chinese or they refuse to be Korean. So that there's a bit of a arbitration there. 범죄도시 is actually based on a real story because in Derrimere there's a reports of crimes happening over and over again, and 범죄도시 happens to be based on a real story. So, but I'm not trying to make 연변정 look bad, but I think I'm just trying to portray what any organization, the top person just is exploiting whoever is working on the bottom, and it happens to be, 조선족들 because they have no passport and they're just working for themselves. And what is my contribution to? What was your question again?
I guess Korean cinema and the genre of comedic crime.
What's my contribution? If you enjoyed it, I think that's my contribution. I'm not an ambitious filmmaker who I want to I'm just trying to create an experience that's enjoyable, and characters have internal journey, and also they have external journey, and a lot of people would feel like, it's about their identity. Like, why am I here? What am I going to do with this? But when they go through this certain journey, they find motivation, they find reason why they're there. Like me, I was working at Showbox for 6 years. Why? That was my question all the time. Like, what am I doing here? Because I'm getting paid maybe little money to support myself, and I've been there for 6 years. I was constantly questioning myself, will I become a filmmaker or not? Maybe that's reflected in the story. I don't know if I made a significant contribution to Korean cinema. I'm not Bong Joon-ho. I'm just a guy who likes to make film.
Yeah, go ahead, Victoria.
So I noticed two things in the film. By the way, I really enjoyed it. Just wanted to put that out there. So in the beginning, it's like on the TV screen when the two main characters are drinking soju at that restaurant. It showed that the news of the rich guy's son who was kidnapped, right? And then that's later shown when they tried to report the scene. So I was wondering if that, what function that had within the movie. Like, was it a commentary on, I don't know, rich people monopolizing the police force or something, or was it just a plot device?
Oh, well, I think it served as a reason why there are no police officers going after that case.
Okay.
I can't recall a specific incident in Korea, but that's what happens a lot of times. High-profile people, when something happens to them, police just kind of group over them. I think it's very common. So.
Okay. Yeah, that was all I was curious about.
So is there a specific reason or news or something that got you interested in making a film about this crime with eggs?
Oh yeah, no.
Or,
Actually, I think this has never happened before. It's completely fictional. But for me, I had to create a crime that has never happened before. This took me about almost a year and a half to just find the right crime because I wanted to have it. I wanted to be serious, and it had to be practical.
Was it in your first draft? No?
No, actually, I think.
If not, what was it?
We're talking 5 to 6 years ago. It changed constantly. There's a point where she was murdered once, but then it became really dark, and to find the balance between failed to find the balance in that film. So I think I find a new version. Red Market, I did extensive research. There's a lot of things happening because the whole Red Market area is just completely gray. We don't know what's happening,
What about the runaway kids? Because I think I just read like webtoons, but like there are like a really big issues on the runaway kids in Korea. So was that like, did you see anything that was like inspire you, or you just like choose them as like a random choosing inspired characters?
I mean, any society would have runaway kids who are rejected, not being cared by society or their parents. Happens a lot in Korea too, I think. So, and they're usually victimized by criminals.
How did the casting process work? Were these two actors your first choice actors? You can be frank now because it's been 3 years.
Yeah. Park Seo-joon, actually, so he attended my premiere screening for my first independent feature, and he liked the film. And then 3-4 years later, I gave him my story, and he decided to join. Kang Han came a little late. But yeah.
Okay.
This just popped up. So now it's been like several years since the film first came out. Is there anything that you would like want to change in retrospect or like improve upon?
No, I'm glad I finished this film. So I put my everything in it. And I mean, as a filmmaker, you always regret here and there. I mean, like you wish you had another day to shoot it. You wish you changed the line. I mean, but that's like, if I change it, it's gonna destroy the ecosystem, I think it will have balance, and I mean, if I change something, I know it's gonna have side effect, and I am happy that I finished it, completed the way I did it, because like right now I'm writing a new story, and I notice how, let's say I get a comment or a note from somebody and I change something else changes, and I feel like it's really tiring. And sooner or later, if you keep going with maybe 5 different versions, like you realize, like, why am I doing this film again? And you go back to your original, and at the end of the day, I'm just glad I finished and complete a film and have a chance to meet my audience, It's a tough job.
Do you change anything on this? Are you the kind of person once the script is done, you stick with the script?
No, I change everything.
So on location, you
Like,
feel
I listen to my actors, I listen to my DP, I listen to locations, I mean, a lot of times, like you don't get everything, and time's always limited. It's about like, finishing all the shots you need to, or a lot of times you end up combining shots, and that's when your I call it directability, like really truly comes out, because you have to combine 5 shots, and you're running out of time, and everybody's tired.
Can I ask about that in a specific context? I'm always, it's sort of, I apologize, it's sort of like film nerd this question, but I'm just always curious about like how you put together action scenes, like, or fight scenes in particular, because they're very convincing, but I imagine it must be incredibly difficult to both shoot, choreograph, and what is the process?
Do you work with a choreographer or
But everything has to be, I think it's really important, because action is not just for excitement, like it's about their growth as well. So if you watch the film, I think the first fight in that the Chinese restaurant, I try to extend the shot as long as possible. There you'll be able to put action and reactions in the same frame, which shows it's like real. And then from there I try to gravitate toward more action genre, where faster kicks, stronger impact. But I try to incorporate that growth of protagonists into the action sequences and like lay them out.
Do you really rely on the stunt coordinator, or or are you directing the movements?
With this film, I think I had a stronger opinion about how things should be done. No, it really depends. I get a lot of ideas from